When I tell you that is maybe the best driver any human being has ever hit on the face of this earth, that was disgusting. Do it, do it, do it. Yes, baby, come on. All right, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at Furman Golf Club, and we are going to be shooting a low round today, or at least we're gonna be trying to. We're gonna be using the Decade system created by Scott Fawcett to take us around this golf course. Today we're gonna be tipping it out all the way back from the purple, the Paladin tees. This course is pretty hard from back here, so definitely gonna be using it. I currently got my yardage book right here, all mapped out, and tee shots all assigned, targets already picked. So we're gonna see what Decade can do for me, and then see if it can help me break 75 out here on this college rated course. We got a marker right here that says we're about 102 yards from the middle of the green from that point. So I would say we're about 108 yards away from the middle of the green. Pin is front right. I mean, it can't be more than 5 yards off. We're gonna play just to one of those trunks. So basically just to shade off the middle of the green to the right. We're gonna see what happens here. Got 56 degree in hand. Sit. All right, kind of bladed that one just a little bit, just a wee bit. That's on me though. So we got ourselves in this little collection area back here. We just got to get ourselves up and on the green, get ourselves in putting position. That's all we got to do. All right, and that was actually pretty good. Probably carried that a little bit further than I should have. Got a little too aggressive with it probably, but that worked out pretty nice. 12 feet for birdie, or excuse me, 12 feet for par. And we're just trying to get this thing close, really. If we can make it, we can make it. If not, it's all good. We'll take our bogey to start. Oh, that was a beautiful putt. Absolutely beautiful putt. That's unfortunate. Would have been a really, really nice par save right there, but we got ourselves a bogey. It's not a problem. Hole number 3, par 5. Sorry for the noise. This hole is right next to the road, so you guys might hear a lot of traffic on this one, but the aim point, you guys can't quite see it. There's a fairway bunker out there on the left side of the fairway, and it's basically shading that left side of that big oak tree down there, and we're basically just going right at that left edge of that big oak tree, and we're just gonna rip driver because we got it all the room we could possibly need. So step into it, fire away. All right, beautiful. You just down the right side of the fairway. All right, we're out here at 255. Based on kind of the lie, I don't really want to try and hit this at the green. So we're just gonna lay up to a nice little wedge number here, hit a pitching wedge out there, punch one down the fairway, and just put this thing in a nice spot so we can try and attack this pin for real. Kind of topped it a little bit, but it's okay. So we got about 116 yards to the pin, or 117 yards, excuse me, to the pin. And based on where the pin is on the green, it's on the back, we need to aim about 6 yards short of it. So about 112 yard shot to the about 3 yards just right of the pin. So we got 56 degree in hand. We're gonna hit a little sawed off 56 degree and try and hit that 112 number. And it should give us a really nice look at birdie. All right, literally perfect. Wind blew some grass back into my eyes, but that was executed perfectly. About an 18-footer uphill. Got this thing lined up, just kind of a shade to the right outside of the hole. And we're just gonna give it a nice aggressive stroke. Try and get this within gimme distance. That's all you really gotta do. The birdies happen by variance. Yeah. Underestimated how strong that hill was. Stress-free pars is really what you're looking for on a course like this, especially something that's long and challenging. All right, easy par. Didn't want to put ourselves in any kind of position to make a bogey there. Bogeys on par 5s are a critical cardinal sin of the decade system. This is hole number 3, which is for me, kind of a drivable par 4, realistically speaking. It's only about 330 to the front of the green. And so we're just gonna rip driver up there. And this hole obviously connects to another hole. So we have plenty of grass over there. And the only thing that we have to worry about is the penalty hazard right. So we're just gonna aim plenty far left of the green here and just grip it and rip it and get it up there. Because decade, you want to be as close to the hole as possible in these kinds of situations specifically though. Now, that's fine. It's gonna be on grass. Gonna have a little bit of tree trouble, but that's fine. I like that much more than being in either one of the hazards. Predicament with the trees here. We do have a gap for the hole that we could go through, but we have a bunker short. I don't think I could get anything underneath those trees that would stay left of the bunker. It just doesn't make sense to go there. So we're gonna punch through this second gap right here, right there into the fairway, give ourselves a chip up onto the green, try and get up and down for par, and hopefully at worst make a bogey. Idea here is when you're in the trees, take your medicine, punch out, save yourself a double. All right, very poor execution on that. Got 70 yards to the pin. Looks like a pretty decent lie, honestly. The ball's pretty exposed. We're gonna try and hit about a 62-yard shot here. If this thing runs out a little bit, that's okay. Just get it back up to the hole. Settle just a little bit. Settle, 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 stay up, 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 stay up. Okay, that worked. I thought that was gonna roll back. About 21 feet for our par. Looks like it's gonna be breaking not a whole lot. Oh, and we hammered it. We absolutely hammered it. Okay, that was a bit of a must make right there, I will say. And kind of dumb to put myself in that position on such an easy hole. But 2 over right now, not a big deal, we're all right. All right, hole number 4, par 3, 200 yards from back here at the tips to the pin. We're gonna try and hit about a 205-yard shot just over the pin and about 3 yards to the left of it. Basically just the dead center of the green. From 200 yards, you almost have to aim at the middle no matter where the pin is. Just right in the middle of the green. Actually, sorry, I've got to go through the routine here. Be perfect. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was about as good as I probably could have hit a 7-iron. Wow, that was beautiful. All right, and now that tee shot has left us with 6 feet for birdie on a 200-yard par 3. All because I didn't think about shooting at the pin. I thought about using my shot pattern and just allowing the dice to fall where they may and not trying to force anything. I played aggressive to my spot, which would have been right over there. I missed it a little bit closer to the pin, and now I have a 6-footer for birdie. Oh, wow. Hey, I'm not gonna make all of them. Hole number 5, par 4. Pretty short par 4, but obviously we have this big bank of trees right here that kind of blocks you from really getting aggressive to the hole. I have 2-iron in hand based on my target. We are going to be aiming at the right edge of this left section of trees here. Yeah, just gonna put ourselves like 140 yards out from the pin and give ourselves a wedge in. And that should be perfect. Just fine. I think it might be like the right edge of the fairway. Just found the right, like literally the right edge of the rough here. We got 155 to the pin. Based on our decade mapping of the green, we're gonna have to shoot for around a 150, 151 shot. So just about 4 yards short of the pin, about a 151 shot right of the pin. And let's see if we can make this happen. Sit. It came out left. That is not where we wanted to be. Man, I don't know what honestly, that was just setup right there. That was setup and alignment. It's on me. As much as I'd like to be aggressive and play a little nasty little filthy flop shot at this, we're just gonna have to try and play a pretty basic chip, 20 yards to get over this, basically over the lip of the bunker and onto the green. And I'm just gonna open up the face a little bit, make sure I get this thing up and over. But how close it gets to the pin, it's not really of my concern. It's mainly just about getting this thing on the green, on the putting surface. All right, not bad. Probably gonna have a 12-footer for par there. Oh. All right, another bogey, unfortunately. We got driver in hand. We're just basically sending it over the left edge of these right trees. Bunker in the distance, you guys probably can't see. Basically aiming at the left edge of that. All right, now we absolutely crushed that. But it's probably in the middle of the fairway on hole number 1. Get a long way in on this par 5. All right, based on my guesstimations, we have about 170 yards to the pin, and we are just gonna rip a 9-iron up over these trees. So we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, that worked. All right, we're gonna see where that ended up. Green side over here, pin high, just a little too far right. Kind of blocked that shot a bit. And we got, honestly, a pretty difficult, let's see what we can do. Gonna have to try and splash this out. Just get it on the putting surface. That is somehow on the putting surface, but God almighty, did that thing grab my club. That was honestly impressive. All right, pretty long putt here, just off the green. Gotta try and lag it up there a bit. Oh, we gave up on that. Completely and utterly gave up on that putt. Just right edge, 13-footer. See if we can get this thing to drop. What did that hit? Oh my God. Yeah, oh wow, that was insane. If you guys see that was actually disgusting. That thing swerved. Hole number 7. Got 2-iron again. Got trouble up on the left. Fairway pinches in. Get ourselves in position. All right, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with my tee shots right now. Why everything's kind of swerving around, but we'll see. We are in the trees here, and I probably should punch out. We're gonna go for a 9-iron right at the green. And I mean, this honestly is about the same thing I'd use to punch out here, but I'd probably just trap it down. So we're just gonna really go for it here. All right, that was a bit thin, so we're gonna really hope that is in a good spot, but I'm just along the green here. Just got a little pitch up. Oh, that was literally so close to being so perfect. Lord have mercy. All right, that's our first double of the day. That is so stupid. So this pin is actually about 160 from here. It's cut right basically on the back edge of the green, and we want absolutely zero to do with that. So we're just gonna basically aim just left of the pin, about 3 yards left of the pin, and a 145 shot, and take our 2-putt and keep it moving, because this hole is very easy to make a big number on if you are not careful. To be honest, I'm going through a little bit of a swing change right now. Feeling good, but it's not great. All right, man, we're on a bogey train right now. All right, hole number 9, par 4, 435 yards. Got trouble all down the right side. Basically gonna be aiming at those patch of left trees up there. Just got driver, just gonna rip it down there. Honestly, Decade, this is a great example because I'm kind of going through, not even a swing change, it's more of just like a swing tweak, I would say is a better word for it, because I'm still swinging the same. I'm just adjusting my posture and my grip back to where it was, because, you know, as things happen, you start to get a little bit strong, a little bit weak or whatever. So saw a coach, he got me adjusted a little bit back to neutral, and just getting back to this neutral spot is kind of messing with me a little bit. So it's good to see how much Decade can help even while your game is struggling. So say this was a tournament round and my swing wasn't feeling great, you get a good example to see how even with picking Decade targets, I'm managing my way around the golf course and not making like any massive blow up holes or anything like that. So this is a good test for Decade at the moment. Absolutely crushed that. Unfortunately left, which is fine because all there is I think it's like number 7's fairway over there, but still. All right, as you guys can probably see, we are on, I think this is number 6's fairway. So we absolutely smoked this ball, which is so far left. It's actually hilarious. We got 151 to the pin here. We're gonna choke down on a little 9-iron and hit this just over the pin, because the pin is literally on the front of the green, and just get this thing through the wind a bit. There it is. All right, just left of the green. Oh, that thing absolutely died on the fringe. Oh, dude, I think the wind was blowing that. The wind had to have held that thing out right, because I literally could watch it creep into the hole. Man. All right, hole number 10 here. Front 9 was not super great, you know, ball striking wise on my part, but even using the Decade targets, we kept ourselves out of all penalty hazards and everything like that, which is good. You know, really only made one double, which was just partly my error more than anything else. Really, honestly, pretty pleased with that, how all that went overall, considering that, like I said, I'm kind of fighting my swing at the moment. Swing's not in a great spot. Still got to kind of adjust back to getting myself back to neutral as far as my grip and my takeaway and everything is concerned. So again, this is just a good example to see how Decade can help me even when I'm not swinging at my best. So right now, this hole, par 4, pretty short, a lot of trouble between the fairway, because it's a split fairway before you get to the green complex. So we're just hitting a 4-iron, putting ourselves in a good little wedge position, and gonna attack the hole from there. So right down the left side of the fairway. Yeah, absolutely fighting my golf swing right now. Out of position. We got 176 to the pin. Pin looks like the beat's almost in the dead middle of the green, so we're gonna even aim just a little bit left of it to give ourselves even more room right of it, because we do not want to be anywhere near that bunker. That one is going in the bank, because that was a damn good golf shot right there, man. Oh. You hit it, you make it. But again, making it was not our concern from that distance. We try to make it. If we don't, you know, expectation management, that's a big part of the Decade there. It's very easy for me to want to make those kinds of putts. It's very easy for me to get upset about not making those putts. But the biggest thing about Decade is understanding that statistically speaking, I'm not gonna make all of those. And really, it's gonna be really hard for me to make any of them. So just, you know, when you do make them, be happy. When you don't, understand it's all part of the game and just charge it to the game. All right, number 11, long par 5. Gonna aim down the right edge of the left trees, and just grip it and rip it, driver. When I tell you that is maybe the best driver any human being has ever hit on the face of this earth, that was disgusting. Oh my God. 226. Oh, I thought that was a marker. All right, this hole is like, all right, so that was about a 336 yard drive. Absolutely disgusting. That leaves us with 221 to the pin. We're gonna hit 6 iron. We want this thing to basically just carry on to the front of the green because we got a lot of room right, aim about 8 yards right or 8 yards left of the pin and just rip a 6 iron up there. That was such a good, beautiful strike. It's just left. And honestly, that's perfect because we're probably pin high, but just on the left edge of the green or the left side of the green. So not bad. All right, we're gonna hit the little Joseph Mayo action. Little VSP point, you know what I mean? Try and see if we can get this thing close. Joseph Mayo, you did not in fact help me there. Yikes. All right, cardinal sin of the Tiger 5 is 2 chipping, which we are currently doing. Let's try and give ourselves an opportunity to get a par out of this. So we don't have a lot of Tiger 5 points on this hole. All right, correct level, we're all right. Oh, thank you, Jesus. We needed that. Little Parsky there, baby, come on. Another bang driver. Bang! Let's go, baby, come on. That's absolutely disgusting. We are locked in, we felt something. All right, you guys see where this ball is at? I'm driving up to it. That's where the green is. That's where the ball is. That has to be almost 365 yards. I'm about to calculate it, hold on. 435 yards. I have 77 yards left in the pin. That basically means I hit a 360 yard drive. Absolutely munched that ball. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. We're gonna hit about a 70 yard shot here, right at the pin. Oh, she came up short. Such clean contact though. Oh, you know when you just hit the absolute sweet spot on a wedge? Oof. Go, 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 go. Oh, end over end putt. Just god awful distance control. God awful distance control, bro. You gotta be better. Ooh, that's a good par though. That is a good par that we absolutely needed. Get this thing going in the right direction. All right, hole number 13. Dogleg left. We're aiming at that lone tall tree out there with the 2 iron. Get ourselves in the middle of the fairway. All right, absolutely munched 2 iron, but kind of hooked it. We got like a fairly perfect gap to try and sling a 9 iron through. Just a little draw 9 iron right up through that gap in the trees and should put us right green side or on the green. Oh, that might be absolutely perfect. That was a disgusting golf shot. Absolutely disgustingly filthy golf shot right there. All right, we're green side. Absolutely gorgeous iron shot there. Just didn't quite have enough juice on it to get to the green, but I mean, from where we were, very happy with this. So, but again, we're gonna try and give the Joe Mayo, see if the Joe Mayo technique is gonna bless us right now. Talk about VSP, brother. All right, actually though, actual. Brother in Christ, All right, Joe Mayo's a fraud. I have no idea what we're doing here. Or maybe I just have zero concept of how the Joe Mayo technique actually works. I guess watching Instagram for golf tips is always a terrible idea, but we got a putt to hit, so that's what we're gonna do here. Break, 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 break. Oh my God, that was so close. God, that was so close to being good. All right. Oh, to be honest with you, I'm a little concerned because I have this group that's catching up with me. And for the sake of time, I'm just gonna take that double. That's better. All right, par 3, 7-iron in hand, 207 yards to the pin. Literally gonna aim straight at it. Get about a 200-yard shot. Chunked it, absolutely chunked it. Get to the front, run up, just short. Use the bounce. No more Joe Mayo. Sit, 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 sit. It's pretty good, just came out a little right. Ball was a little wet. Do it, do it, do it! Yes, baby, come on. Let's go. God, you love to see that. Oh, I'm gonna hit an absolutely munch driver. All right, yeah, right down the teeth. Munch driver, here we go. All right, absolutely crushed, but left, unfortunately. All right, we got 199 to the pin. We do have a nice little lane, but we got to keep it around this tree. We're gonna try and just kind of hook a 5-iron low and running. Hopefully this is enough. All right, honestly, kicked out in the fairway. All right, we got 128 to the pin, literally in the middle of the green. So just gonna fire away at it. Gap wedge in hand. All right, pin high, perfectly pin high. Just pushed it out right a little bit. I think it was just due to the lie. Ball below my feet a bit. All right, a little birdie putt. Kind of a long putt though. Just gonna drip it on in there. Settle, 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 settle. All right, nice little tap in par. Okay, probably should hit that a little more firm. That thing barely fell in. Par 3, 192 yards to the pin. Basically from our decade target, we're gonna aim at the trunk of a big oak tree. We're basically aiming at the dead center of the green. I don't know how to explain that. There's the flag and there's a big oak tree, and we're basically gonna split those. So we're right there in the middle. That might go in the hole. Oh my God. That's gonna be really close. That's gonna be really close. All right, we got about 12 feet for bird. Breaking slightly left to right, downhill. Sit. I broke considerably more than I thought it was going to. All right, number 17, par 4, dogleg left. Just ripping it over those bunkers out there. Absolutely crushed, but again, probably in the left trees. All right, like I said, we happen to found an old tee box that actually is a really far back tee box for that par 5, number 15. And only real concern is that we have this massive tree in front of us. So I'm gonna take a pitching wedge. We got about 102 yards to the pin, and I'm gonna hit like an 80-yard shot to the right edge of the green right there and see if I can just like catch a piece so I can try and putt to, you know, get 2-putt and make a par here. When I say I caught an inch behind that golf ball, I really do mean it. All right, just short of the green. Let's hit our pitch shot here. Try and get it up there. Run out. That is not what you wanted there. We needed to be a little more aggressive with that. You know, I doubt you're ever going to see this, but apologies to the group behind me, because your boy is trying to hurry here. I'm sorry. Anyway, break a lot at the beginning and not a whole lot at the end, so we're going to hopefully judge this little bank right. Oh, we got the putting yips. Wow. You know, I'm just going to start tapping stuff like Wesley, man. Stay short of it. Oh, lucky bounce. Escape the fairway bunker. Let's go. All right, we got 160 to the pin. Pitching wedge in hand. Decade target tells us to shoot just left of that tree in the middle, like that big bushy tree in the middle of the green. So yeah, just gonna hit about a full pitching wedge right at that left edge of that tree. We should be good. Might go in the hole. Oh my God, that was disgusting. Oh, that was so filthy. That was so unbelievably filthy. That's right next to the hole. About an 8-footer for birdie here on number 18. A little uphill, breaking a little to the right. Oh. End over end putt, and it doesn't go in. Well, that was my round today, you guys. Not my best golf by any means, but like I said, we're going through a little bit of a swing change, or a swing tweak, as I would more so like to call it. And you know, it started to feel really good there at the end. But it's gonna take a little bit of time, and everything good takes time to develop, so we're not too upset with those results. We're just gonna keep on moving, keep on, you know, playing good golf. You know, I'm actually gonna catch with you guys in the car. Hold on.